everybody, this is Amber with Living Coast to Coast, and today I am here with the one and only Jamie.
Enigmatic Nomadics.
Yes, that is his YouTube channel. It'll be linked in the description down below. And Jamie here actually runs what we call the van build, all of this out here. So for those of you who do not know, stay tuned and you will figure out what exactly it is that we're doing here. But before we get into the van build and what you do here, I'd like to ask you a couple questions about you and your rig and stuff. So
Okay.
How long have you been RVing?
8 years.
8 years. Wow, you've only been RVing almost 3. Man, okay, what inspired you to RV?
Well, I've always kind of had the traveling bug, and I've always liked to travel. It seemed like the most fun times in my life was when I was on a road trip of some kind, just a new adventure of it all. And I felt that if I could incorporate a traveling lifestyle into my life and still sustain myself, be able to support myself, that would be worth the go. And so I worked at it for a while, and here we are, 8 years later. It's been a blast.
Yeah, good answer. What kind of rig do you have?
This is a 1996 school bus, and I bought it in Denver, Colorado, off of a auction site.
Nice. Why did you choose this kind of rig?
The size was right. School buses typically have different safety standards for, build quality and able to hold up against a car accident better than a regular rig. They're built a lot sturdier than a typical RV. It was the right length that I wanted. It had the right motor that I wanted, and it has a handicap access lift, which I knew that I was going to be able to put to use.
Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe we should get a schoolie. Have you traveled all of America just yet?
I've been just about everywhere except for any place in the northeast, north of, say, New Jersey.
You should definitely go. We went there last year, I believe it was. Okay, so now that we know a bit about Jamie, we're going to get into the van build now. So what inspired you to create all of this van build?
A few years ago, I went through a series of hardships over about a 3-day period where I broke my collarbone, I blew the engine, the motor in my vehicle that I was traveling in, had some other hardships, and there were folks that lived the traveling lifestyle in the community around me that pitched in to help me and did whatever needed to happen to make me whole. And I was inspired by that to pay it forward. And I held a free van build where people brought the equipment, such as solar panels or lumber for a bed or a fan to put on their roof, that I would install it for them at no charge, and then film it and put it out on the web so folks that couldn't be there but wanted to do those things could see how I was doing it, and maybe it would help them to be able to do it too. And I didn't know that I was going to keep doing it every year. I just thought, I'll do this thing and I'll work really hard for a month. It was going to be a month, and that'll be that. But after I did the first one and saw how many people showed up and saw how many people that were in need and that I could help by doing it, I decided to do it again. And maybe 3 times as many people showed up, and I had other volunteers helping me. The first year was basically me. I had a few volunteers, but it was basically me. The second year there were a lot more volunteers, and I saw that this was something that the community really needed, and so I just continued it from there.
Yeah. How long have you been running the van build?
This is year number 4.
Wow. Actually, our first year here too. On average, how many people typically show up?
There really isn't an average. It usually grows by about 150% a year.
Wow, that's a lot of people. Yeah. How much preparation goes into one event?
Every year I start earlier to make sure everything is in order. This year I started in early July, so
wow.
What would that be? July, August, September, October, a little over 4 months.
Wow, long time. Did you have to get a permit from BLM to do stuff out here like this?
Anytime more than 300 people assemble, well, anytime I should say more than 175 people, assemble on BLM land, a permit is required, and we have more than that. So yes.
Yes. how many volunteers help out with each event?
That's hard for me to say because admin knows that. They've got their computers and they would be able to track that more. But I can tell you that over 70% of the attendees are in fact volunteers. Even if they're here to get work done too, they still do something. Even if it's cooking for a solar team or the carpenters or the fan installers, the welders, they'll adopt a crew and cook or run errands in town to bring them back supplies, be it gasoline for their generators or just whatever it is they may need. Just about everybody here is a volunteer in one way or another.
Yeah. Does it cost extra to have things like the porta potties dumped or the water trucks come out here, stuff like that?
Anytime somebody comes out here that's running a business, they're going to have to get paid, and so it's extra.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Why do you think it's important to hold an event like this?
Well, there's a need for it in the community, and I feel like none of us are going to live forever, and if we can help each other out before it's all over with, what else really is there? So I think it's important to help people get just a little bit better than they were, before, and if we can do that, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Are you proud to see like what this has become, like what you created became such a big thing and the community's all helping each other out?
It's very inspiring to me to see volunteers volunteer their time, their talent, their tools, and it comes from so far away. The gas involved in that, a lot of people are still working, so they're losing business, whether they took time off work or they've got their own business, lost wages in that. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into being here for the volunteers, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and am proud to have them be here and be a part of things.
Yes. So, all right, last question for the day. Would you recommend this kind of lifestyle to anyone else?
I wouldn't say that this is for everyone. I really like it, and I don't know that that'll change for me. The biggest thing that I'm a proponent of is being happy, and so if something makes you happy, even if it takes you a while to get there and be productive and help society, I think that's what you should pursue. It's for me, but I'm not going to say it's for anybody else. That's individual.
Yeah, that's a good answer. You guys all remember that. So this has been Amber and Jamie with Living Coast to Coast here today. This was our interview. So now for those of you who do not know what the van build or what it is, now you do know. You guys should definitely come out here and be a part of this just to help out the community. Just do whatever it is you can. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, tell us what you thought of this place, tell us what you thought of Jamie, and share with your friends because you never know what they might find interesting from us. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.